Hello, hello! Apologize for the delay. I think we are on track now. So I was reading up gamepad support. Seemed a little weird. Special action, I assume, would have been circle button? Oh. I've been allocated cancel, so no. What am I doing? Oh, I bet the Steam controller support's kicked in. I don't even need to do this. Okay, we don't even need to save this. Alright. Let's go. Start a new game. Oh no, why is it so bright? Oh no. Oh no. We've got more bugs. Options. Graphics. Can we turn down that gamma? Water effects. Texture quality. Oh no. Oh no. Was gamma too high? Alright, we're gonna try getting to the regular game and seeing if it looks better. Well, Leet hacks, but it was trying to have me...
Most people think time is like a river that flows swift and sure in one direction. But I have seen the face of time, and I can tell you, they are wrong. Time is an ocean in a storm. You may wonder who I am and why I say this. Sit down, and I will tell you a tale like none that you have ever heard. Know first, I am the son of Shahram, a mighty king of Persia. On our way to Azad with a small company of men, we passed through India, where the promise of honor and glory tempted my father into a grievous error.
No, my son.
Your Majesty, I trust you will remember your promise. The Maharaja's treasure hoards lie within.
See how he fights. Like a warrior son.
The audio mixing in this game, even in the version I played as a kid, was never great, so I apologize if the voices are heard. No, this is a 2003 game, I think.
Do you think I felt
This is not Prince of
like the
Persia
destruction we had wrought?
from Xbox 360. This is Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. It was a PS2 original Xbox and GameCube game, and it does not work.
From that moment, I thought of one thing only. The
Now
honor
we're
and
having
glory
graphical
of
bugs.
my
Let's see if we
father
can troubleshoot this one.
won the first battle.
Oh boy, can we turn down some graphical settings? Is there one that's... Let's just turn off all the effects and see what happens. No effects. We're just... Oh. Oh, that's promising. So which effect is the one that hurt us? That's very promising. Let's try... Yeah, one of these effects it does not like. I'm going to assume fog, and I'm going to turn everything else back on. Shadows? It might be shadows. Let's try fog first. Yes. That looks like it made it worse. Nope. So there's a fog effect it doesn't like. So I'm going to turn fog back on. Let's confirm this. It does not like fog. We're going to turn fog off. Someone who likes the Silent Hill franchise weeps at the thought of this game right now. Alright. I am using a controller, and oh man, is the sensitivity way too high right now. Guys, you like this... Pivot Man, do you like this troubleshooting stream? Is this fun? Controls. Let's just set that down to 0. Zero it is. So Pivot Man, this is a game that came out, I think 2003. This was a childhood game of mine. Let's see if I can do this. Look at that slow motion that I messed up. 2003, thank you. And I will say, there it goes. So they put a slow motion effect. I remember that as a kid. They put a slow motion effect the first time you do it. Just to make it impressive that you can run on walls. And I'm dead. This doesn't control well.
Wait. That's not how it happened.
Yeah, when you die, he goes, wait, that's not how it happened. Warrior Within is good. I think I like this one better if I can get it to work. It's not the most responsive game right now with the control setting I have. I may have to just brute force the mouse and keyboard style. No!
No, that's not...
Warrior Within? Yeah, it's something about Warrior Within. This game has a storybook feel that I always really liked. You pressed jump too early. Run toward the edge. Whoa! What did it do that for? There we go. We're in business now. Check this out. Oh, Two Thrones? I've not played Two Thrones that often, I will admit. Right click to block. Oh no, what's special button? That's special button. Oh man, oh man. Didn't even change that animation for when you don't have the dagger. Something is goofy. I'm gonna try the keyboard for a little bit just to see if if that helps.
Many men that day sought to win honor and glory on the battlefield, that their king might say to them, as Khosrow said to Rustam, "You are the noblest of my warriors." From the moment my sword tasted blood, I knew this would not be my way. I would win my father's praise not by killing, but by being the first to find the Maharaja's treasure vault and the wonders within.
The keyboard's gonna be worse. There's just something about the way the Steam keyboard, the Steam controller binding was working. I might just have to deal with it. Get good at it. If I have to get good, I'll get good. So what button is the run on walls button on the keyboard? Middle click? Nope. Not that button. Shift? Bet shift. Yeah, we're gonna use a controller. Maybe I think space was jump. We're gonna use a controller. I'll get good at it. So how excited are we for the remake? Do we think the graphics in the remake are bad, or do we think that that's an overblown concern? I'm not much of a keyboard and mouse gamer. I prefer a controller whenever I can, even on the PC. Some people would say that makes me a scrub. One thing to say. Ubisoft is very, and not even getting into the whole recent social stuff concerns, which is a concern. I don't mean to blow that off. Just looking from a purely game company standpoint, they have a hit and miss record. Yeah, they've got games I truly adore, like Rayman Legends. I think is a fantastic game. I think it got a raw deal with the way they handled the Wii U version not being exclusive anymore. Not that I minded eventually getting port, but delaying that version for the other versions, I thought was really gross. How do I drink? There we go. They're like Far Cry games to me are very hit and miss. I like Far Cry 5, okay. 3's pretty good. I never really cared for 4. Don't care for Primal. I'm not really that excited for 6. The Assassin's Creed games I used to adore. The last good one I've played is 4. I kind of like 4 a lot. But that was because I think it made me think of Wind Waker. I played some of Odyssey. I thought it was okay. It just doesn't feel like Assassin's Creed anymore. Is my biggest issue with that game. Oh, you're Greek? That's cool. So yeah, so did they do it? Did they do it justice? As oh, you were disappointed. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I guess I'm just gonna bypass these guys.
Shall I continue my story from here the next time we're interrupted?
Sure, buddy.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
It was just bad in a AC type way? Okay. So it's good that they at least got the atmosphere and setting down pretty well. I'm happy about that. That's just kind of my feeling about the newer AC games. Is it feels like they played The Witcher and said that. Let's do that. And it's not... To me, that's just not what I think of with Assassin's Creed. I'm worried Valhalla is going to be more of that. I think it is, from what I've seen.
Dagger of time. There was a treasure I could carry with pride as a trophy of our victory. If I could only get there.
Oop. Climb. Oh, no, wrong way. Is that stuttering showing up on your screen, or is that just me? It's like it's just me. Might be the V-Sync kicking in. The physics in this game, it might be a higher frame rate issue. I left V-Sync on to try and remedy any issue with that, but it doesn't appear to be working. I'm hoping the game's at least beatable in this state. Oh yeah, I climbed the ledge. Duh, Brandon. Yeah. You know what? Back in the day, though, drinking water to recover your health was kind of like, what? You just drink water to feel better? How cool is that? I am 31 years old. I did not pay attention to that cutscene. Oh, no, no, no. There you go. Yeah, I feel like my age group there's a certain type of game that we, in that middle school, high school area that we grew up with, and then we went, like, around late high school and college when it kind of started going toward where the current type of game is. I feel like there's something lost in current games. It's just a charm that these older games had. These PS2 type games. If that makes any sense. You just don't see games like this anymore. Platformers died. I've never played Ukulele. I've never played A Hat in Time. I should play those. Particularly Hat in Time, I've heard is actually really good. Yep. Best game ever, man. Man. Ever. Ever is a strong word. MGS3's up there. Metal Gear Solid 3. Chrono Trigger's up there.
I had what I came
But
for.
I haven't played Chrono Trigger in a
It's
long
time to
time.
get out.
So
Now.
that may not still be as highly ranked as I would have maybe 10 years ago. How do I... Okay. I owe a replay of Chrono Trigger.
By accident in the
That game is too
Maharaja's
good
treasure
to have
room,
gone as long as I have
now
without a play.
discovered that I could trigger at will. By pressing a switch on the dagger's handle, I could turn back time.
Yeah, Chrono Trigger, like, I never played it until the DS version. And I fell in love with it on the DS version. And that's why I haven't played it in so long, is because it's just hard for me to go back to the DS, and I just don't want to play the console version if I have the DS version. Which isn't really a good excuse.
Father, I have brought us honor and glory.
Emulator's fair. I should be emulating it. Especially because I own it.
You promised me my choice of the Maharaja's treasures. That dagger.
Surely you won't deny the lad a souvenir.
I heard the PC version got fixed.
You may have your choice of all the Maharaja's
They
treasures,
unmauled it.
except that hourglass. That will make a fine gift for the Sultan of Azad when we pass through his city. And some exotic animals for his menagerie. And a dozen slave girls. Yes, that should be enough. I want no animals or maidens.
I started the playthrough on my SNES Classic, but I didn't get very far. Just because when I play on my SNES Classic, I don't really sit down to play a long time. I'm just kind of derping around. I'll be like, I'm going to play an hour of this, and an hour of that, and an hour of this, and then I've played them all, and then I just kind of put it away.
Trust not a man who has betrayed his master, nor take him into your own service, lest he betray you too. I learned the truth of this to my sorrow, the day that we arrived in Azad as the Sultan's honored guests.
My friend.
Your visit brings joy and honor to my poor and humble dwelling. If only you'd given me time to prepare a proper welcome.
The glories of Azad are famed throughout the world. And yet, the best is yet to come.
Yeah, the cinematics are bad, but they have a weird charm, right?
Of time.
If it wasn't for the bad audio mixing, I'd be better with it.
The friendship between our kingdoms endure as long as time itself.
The sand, why does it glow?
I can tell you. Inside the hourglass is a marvel that no living man has seen.
Like, I want to yell at the Vizier and yell, speak up.
Alas, only the dagger can unlock the sands of time, and it belongs to a greater one than I. A young prince, dearer to his father than all...
This looks like it was made by the company that made Beast Wars.
Perhaps he will oblige.
That not great 3D. It's like one step up from Beast Wars. And I'm going by memory, that's probably not a fair comparison. So, personal insight into who I am as a person. I never was great with horror games as a child or as a teenager. This never was my thing, so the whole them turning to zombies thing to me, this was like a step up for me to like be able to achieve, and it's really tame in hindsight. Like nowadays, like one of my favorite games is Resident Evil 2, the remake, but like back then, this would have been like a courageous adventure for me.
Unleash the sands of time. I can...
It's not really a horror game, it's just
Give it to me.
what perception I had back then. Hey, you gotta... Eventually, you're gonna get broken into that genre, right? Whether somebody else, one of your buddies wants to watch, or...
Strike with the dagger. Take his sand.
Each time I struck
I kinda wish they'd
they
bring
rose to
back-
fight again. I soon realized that only by taking
There's something
my own
here
dagger, the sands
that could
of
be
the
explored further with having the dagger
from their
being the
monstrous
killing
living
weapon.
dead.
Now, finish him.
What do I mean with the dagger? Like dual wielding's in a lot of games, and I don't really know where I'm going with this argument, to be completely honest with you. There's something about having a primary weapon that you use as like this is the brute weapon. This is what you're gonna weaken them down with, but you've got to manage your second weapon. And I know it's really basic in this game. To be like, but you have to use this weapon to finish them off. You have to drain their soul with this weapon. And I feel like this explores that in a very basic way, and I can't think of another game off the top of my head, maybe there is one, that would take that further than that and make a really cool mechanic out of it. It's got kind of a rhythmic flow, like boom, 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 dagger, boom, 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 dagger, boom, 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 dagger, that to me is very satisfying. Ah, I'll use this, I guess.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time. You think
Yes.
I'm mad. I can see it by the look in your eyes. You think my story is impossible. Perhaps I am mad. Who would not be driven mad by horrors such as I have lived? But I assure you, every word is true.
Yeah, and maybe that's why they kind of get away from that and just go to a standard dual wielding system in the later games. Because what could you really do? I just feel like there's something there. There's some rhythmic combat. Maybe rhythmic combat is what I'm really seeking. I should have paid more attention. What am I doing? Oh, in here. So, Pivot, have you had much experience with this particular game? Did you go back and revisit it after Warrior Within? In Two Thrones? Maybe you already told me and I forgot. Yeah, so So I'm glad you at least went back to, like, oh, I'm dead. As a kid, I just bought this. I like the commercial. There was a commercial for it. I remember it. I couldn't find it on YouTube. Around the time I was getting excited for the remake announcement. Oh, that killed me. I remember like a DJ rewinding the music or something, and then like rewind, one of 5 ways to control time or something, and just as a kid that was just like, yeah, I'm in. What am I missing? Can I just jump to that? Yep.
The guest rooms, where my father, All our entourage and I should have passed the night lay cold and silent. The sands of time had swept through, stealing life and warmth from everything
Was
they touched.
Greece,
And I,
was that
who unleashed the
have the same problem as some other countries where games are just super
Were there others
expensive,
like
or was
me
it just a
who yet
release
clung
issue?
to life, hiding in fear among the ruins? It did not seem so.
Because I hate one for Halo 3 and one for Coliseum.
Is anyone there?
I always feel bad people just not interested. I got you. Because I hear about, like, the prices of games in Canada, and I'm hearing, like, $70 USD for games next gen. And I'm, like, terrified for countries that charge that much money for a game. Right now, a current gen game is $60 USD, whatever that equates to in Greece. And forgive me for not being educated on 60 euros. Forgive me for not being educated on the exchange rate on euros, if that's equivalent, if that's a fair
Had I
price.
really seen her? Or had my senses given way under the burden of horrors too great to bear, and conjured up a phantom? Either way, I could not rest until I had found her again.
Okay, so the euro's a little bit stronger. That's good. So it's not, like, horribly off, but it's not really, still not in your favor. I will say I'm somehow getting used to these controls, which is good. I think the beginning is just a little rough in general. Maybe muscle memory. It's like riding a bike. It's just starting to come back to me. I remember you could beat this game. I think I remember waking up in the morning, starting this game, taking breaks throughout the day, and finishing the game at night. This is not a long game. Oops. When you know the game and you're familiar with it. I should amend that statement, maybe. No, wrong guy. There you go. Get the guy on the ground. The 2008 game? Yeah. My opinion on that game is...
I soon discovered
I guess I didn't like it because I rented it
the dagger gained the power to stop.
because I wasn't sure on it as a kid. I didn't want to, like, waste a birthday present. Or I guess it would have been high school. I didn't want to, like, waste a birthday present or something on that game. If I didn't like it. Because I remember being disappointed that they didn't bring back the original character. And I guess I didn't like it enough to ask for it. Because I never really finished it or bought it. I bought it on Steam years later for, like, dirt cheap. And just never played it. Because I just wasn't interested. Did I miss a... Maybe not. Thought maybe I missed a... Sand plume. I'm sure it's fine. I never finished it, so I know the ending sucks because there's a DLC that's required. Yeah, that's the thing. I think that's what hurt it is I was expecting one thing and it wasn't
I'll
what I
start
wanted.
the story from here next time. Whence came these visions that assaulted me thus like fever dreams? Each time I awoke feeling drained and beaten, and each time what I had seen came to pass, as if the sands of time were giving me a glimpse into my own future.
I don't know how apparent it is on your video. When I go to certain areas, I don't know if it's the camera or if it's my widescreen hack or if it's what it is, but it'll just start like it's like he's struggling to run. It's not a performance issue. It's like you said, a physics, almost like a physics issue. Yeah. But it's not, it doesn't feel like it's chugging. It just feels like the prince isn't catching up to where he's supposed to go or something. It's just strange. Is it, is the problem, distracting? Do I need to try to correct it?
Is anyone there? I have a feeling I'm not in Azad anymore. What?
You can ignore it. If it gets distracting, let me know. I'm not normally that picky about it, but you seem like a pretty cool person, so I don't want to, like, ruin the fun.
What just happened? That's strange. I feel wonderful.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to look up all the speedrun tricks for this game. 'Cause I think they run the PC version like in Games Done Quick and all that. I have played the DOS version.
Give me the dagger.
I do not like the DOS version. Prince, watch where you put your eyes, man. This is 2020. Come on.
The Maharaja from whom you stole it. This is your doing,
I saw my father turn to sand.
and we will share his fate.
That physics on his hair is all over the place right now.
Your traitorous vizier used the same words. From now on,
There is a wind blowing in this. Yeah. There is a wind blowing in this castle, or in this palace.
go back to the reception hall. Wait for me there. Go!
I don't know if I can blame the game for the physics. I feel like it's me running it at a high frame rate. And I've still got VSync on. I think just 60 frames is too many frames.
Now I remembered her. Since we left India, she had been there. In the desert, I had felt her dark eyes upon me. Now, here she was again. She and I, the only two survivors. Did I say two? Excuse me. We were three.
I'm assuming he's talking about Fazir when he said we were three. Oh, good theory. Because of a certain scene later. Good theory.
The hourglass. hourglass. What?
What? Nani?
I did not understand the meaning of what I had just seen. But I knew, with a certainty I could not explain, that those winged creatures had a master. The man who had tricked me into opening the hourglass now had his prize. For some unknown purpose coveted the dagger as well, would stop at nothing to possess it. Well, I would give him what he sought. I would plunge it into his foul and treacherous heart.
Does have a little Hogwarts vibe. I see it. I can see that. So, other than the concern of Ubisoft, is there any immediate from the trailer concerns about the remake? Are you worried about the graphics, or was that kind of are you kind of whatever about the graphics? Because I didn't really mind the graphics. I thought they looked a little weird, but I also know it's a budget title. It's only $40 here, so I wasn't like. Yeah, I'm more concerned about if it performs well, plays good, story holds up, new voice acting sounds good, that kind of thing. To be honest, these games never really had that great of graphics. I mean, I don't even think he has fully rendered hands in this game. I think he's just got a block for his middle ring and pinky fingers. Yeah, so I'm reserving judgment. Oh yeah, Link from OOT. I'm reserving judgment about the graphics until I get the game. Now, if we get the game and it just has no charm and stylistically is struggling, then I'll retract that statement. But if it's got some style, I'm not too worried about it. Where do I go? Over here? Can I make that? Oh, I see it. Yeah. Yeah, I'm with you. The art style is kind of where this game excels. Though that one face where he's holding the dagger, that did look a little derpy. I will kind of laugh at that one if it's in the main game, in the final game. I'll be like, yeah, you probably could have done a little bit better on that one. But it won't ruin the game for me. Hey, and that's why I don't, I'll laugh at it, not in a like shame on you way, like in a that's kind of funny way. I would not want to be an artist on a project like that. That's not ever been something I've been strong in, is artistic anything. Get him. No. 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 Get her.
Was indeed the dagger of time. I began to realize why the vizier wanted it so.
Are you really a 3D designer? That's pretty cool. What types of projects do you work on, if you don't mind my asking? If that's not too personal. Right, you're not animating, I'm assuming you mean that you just make the models. That's pretty cool. I have literally zero artistic ability. I am a quality engineer by trade during the day. All of my work is on the engineering side. No real creativity to it. Just stabbed her in the butt, dude. There is, yeah, I guess when I said creative, I mean like in a artistic sense. There is creativity in engineering, particularly in what I do, and that's in quality. I won't delve too deep into what specific type of quality I work in, but like root cause analysis and countermeasures, you tend to be creative in terms of like how you can improve a process or something. But like yeah, I guess when I use creative in that sense, I meant more like just in an artistic sense.
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
Let's see. Where to go, where to go, where to go. No rush. Chillax. Get you a drink. Where do I go? I'm gonna guess here. I think that was... Yeah, I think I came from this way. So where was I supposed to go? My muscle memory is letting me down. Oh, I bet I can climb over here. Nope. Darn. Oh, I think I remember this now. Wait. Wait. I'm faintly remembering things, but not really. There we go. wait. My dog is going nuts right now. Yep, got a doggo. Her name is Chie. If you are familiar with the Persona franchise, we named her after a primary character in that game. If I may retread to your earlier question about one of my favorite games, Persona 4, I want to amend that answer. It's probably up there with MGS3.
Golden.
Yeah, specifically the golden version. She is playing with a pet stuffed tiger right now with a squeaker in it. If you like JRPGs, I would say the Persona series, specifically 4 and 5, is worth a glance to see if you like it. I don't know where I'm going. I keep going back the way I came from. I think it has to do with these bookshelves, but I'm not seeing it.
Move them so you can jump up on top of it.
That's what I thought, but I don't see... There's several bookshelves.
Question.
Yeah.
Can you swing on the fire cauldron lamps from the ceiling?
I don't think so. Yes, my wife has entered the room.
Hello. Because I was just thinking if you can get on top of the, obviously just came in, so I don't know where you're trying
I don't remember being able to do that.
Okay.
We can experiment. Oh,
or
my
there's a
gosh.
door, you just pushed it the wrong
Well,
way.
I wouldn't have done that if you hadn't said that, so thank you.
Yay!
I don't remember being able... I still want to experiment with that. Let me make sure.
Okay.
I might not be able to jump up on it.
Mm. Yeah, you just didn't push it far enough.
Yeah, the button that lets me run up, it just grabs the bookcase. So they got just like a general, like, special use button that lets you do all the special maneuvers. Two Thrones may be where I'm remembering that you could do something like that. I remember in Warrior Within you can do the claw the curtain and write it down. I remember that.
Very Aladdin of them.
Yes.
One jump. That's my life. These guys don't appreciate I'm broke.
Ba.
Did you change the...
Yeah, it's on the cardioid. Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure.
Oh, I hate this one. I hate this puzzle. I remember now. Oh, camera. Behave. It is a duck with teeth. I don't know why.
Oh, your icon?
Yeah, I don't know why my mascot.
Oh, thank God.
If you are expecting a deep, thoughtful answer, I don't have one. I thought it was funny, and it stuck.
You saw the picture from
I'll reset the axles for you.
You saw the picture
The man
from a
who's
meme,
normally in charge of this
and
job.
you used that and
Never mind.
put it in Photoshop for your own meme
Ride the
on Twitter
platform
for a
down to
joke
the
that I
bottom.
don't remember,
Then use
and you
those
thought it
two
was funny,
crates
so you
to
kept it.
bring it
Yeah.
back up.
That's the whole story.
It
I don't
was
even
some
remember what the joke
free.
is.
It was some free like use photo I found online, and I put robot eyes on it, and it had a joke about duck teeth, and I don't even remember, and I just thought it was funny.
But you used the robot eye one for your own personal joke, and I don't even remember what that joke was.
Yeah.
sure you pick them up in the right order!
I'm going to... Oh gosh, I remember this now. This is annoying. Alright. Yeah, why is that guy British? That's a good point.
That's it! You've got the first axle! Now, pick up the other three!
Oh man, this guy's annoying. I remember.
Pay attention to the grooves!
Be careful.
Hello.
That's it! One crank turns the platform! The other one raises and lowers it!
That's it! You're not a total idiot! Good job!
That's two!
To be honest, the only reason the duck with teeth is in the corner is because it's a replacement for face cam, because I don't have a face cam right now. I plan on eventually... My plan is when I hit 50 followers to add a face cam. I take it back. My plan when I hit 50 followers is to tweet out a poll, face cam, or capture card. But I expect face cam will be the one that wins that. Yeah, I've only streamed since COVID-19. It was just something I picked up during work from home. I was fortunate enough to have some extra cash during a really bad time when we were struggling with work from home, and decided to find something to do and built a mid-level PC and started streaming. Can I go down from here? I think I can, yeah. Yeah, and, you know, hindsight being 2020, probably not smart to invest money like that when you don't know that you're going to have a job, but, but now that everybody's at least working again where I work, that's not as much of a concern. That's pretty cool. You got some nice specs. Hey, you have to get your work done properly, right? You can't, like...
Just one more!
$32 gigs of RAM. Hey. You need it.
That's four! Now,
Man.
bring them up to the
That's
top
4!
and line them up with their gears!
Yeah, if I had a, oh, I have to turn it,
You've
I think.
almost got it! Just line up the axles with their gears!
If I had a soundboard, I would add that to my soundboard. That's 4! You know what? As annoying as this guy is, it does make the puzzle less annoying when he basically guides you to make sure you're on the right track. He gives, like, certain sound cues that say you're making progress. Not that this is that hard of a puzzle, but...
That's it! I knew you could do it!
It could be for somebody. Hey, and he said he knew I could do it, man. He's positive.
Now, there's one last step. Do you see that platform? Throw your lever, and I'll throw mine.
What manner of machine is this?
I told you, it's the palace's defense system. Stop wasting time. Throw your lever.
Wait, he said there were 3 people. There's actually 4. This guy was alive. Yeah, he's over there. I know I'm pointing at something you can't see.
What are you waiting for? Those demons might come back. Ha! We did it! Serve those accursed demons right! Oh, by God, they'll rue the day they ever dared attack the Palace of Azad!
I'm gonna have to do an IMDb on this voice actor and find out what other games he's in. And I should dedicate a whole series to him. Oh, there he is. He's turned. He was still yelling. Bow, bow. If he's not in other games, that's criminal. The guy earned it with this role. What do you think he shows up in the credits as? The guy who yells at you during the turning puzzle? You think he has a name in the credits?
Done. I'll start the story from here next time.
What if it's Yuri Lowenthal and he was just... That's his, like, backup voice?
Oh no. Why did I listen to that madman?
Around the time they were not on the credits? Maybe. Oops. Oops. Yeah, I might have to step away and see what she's doing. If she keeps barking.
Circumvented by using the strategically placed switches, which I soon learned.
She has a thing. She's a mix, terrier mix. We rescued her, and she does not like rabbits, and we have a backyard that is prone to having little rabbits running around this time of year. So she's probably just seeing a rabbit on the backyard through the window. Random rabbits. Is that uncommon? We've got a backyard. I'll say Kentucky. I'll give you the state Kentucky. If you can't tell by my accent, it kind of guides you. You can get a hint. Yeah, sorry, I assumed. Again, forgot for a second that you're from Greece and you probably wouldn't have been familiar with it. My apologies. I'm so used to that understanding here. Really? We've got a shed out back that we think there's like a little... I mean, they're pretty common in general, but we think they've got like a little bunny burrow somewhere. They just pop out from time to time. We live in a very rural area. We don't live in like a big city or anything. One in your entire life? Really? I didn't think rabbits were like that uncommon. I would have just assumed they were just kind of everywhere in different forms.
Done. I'll start the story from
Wolves
here next
and
time.
boars. Dude, if I saw a boar, I would be like, no sir. Because aren't they mean? Like a wild boar?
As you wish.
In Ghost of Tsushima, they're considered predators. They're one of the animals I'm allowed to kill in that game. No, keep drinking. You're thirsty, buddy. By the way, if you have the opportunity to play Ghost of Tsushima, I highly recommend that game. As far as a modern day game goes, I feel like that has a pretty good game feel. I'll vouch for that game. Oops. No, no, no. Oh, no. Come on. There you go. Oh, you don't have a PS4? If it were to ever come to PC, which is not out of the question because now Horizon is on PC, I highly recommend Ghost of Tsushima. I'd say I've put about 40, 50 hours into that game so far. Oh my gosh. Alright. I love Skyrim. I'm sick of Skyrim at this point because it's been done to death, but I love Skyrim. No way, 2,000 hours? You love it more than me, then. I can't claim 2,000 hours. That's insane. Is that one save file or multiple characters? I would think multiple characters. The mods. Mods make that game live forever, dude. I can't claim 2,000 hours of love. I cannot believe how used to these controls I'm getting. Can't drink. Don't need to. Oh gosh. A kid that's expert in Fortnite? Oh man.
Can you hear me?
I don't want to like ruin a kid's life. Oops. Like traumatize a kid by giving them poor controls. Oops. Ah. We can do this better. Oh no! Don't even need to roll. Father! Is this where we kill our dad? I think it's where we kill our dad. Yep. He looks nothing like his CG version. Come on, leap. Can I not leap on here? Okay, what's going on? What's going on here? Oh, I don't have my weapons drawn. Okay. Oops. Alright. Is Farah, can we consider Farah to be a Proto-Ellie? Is that a fair... Proto-Ellie... Crap, from The Last of Us. Get... No. She's one of the first escort missions in games I think didn't aggravate the crap out of me.
Help me.
Yeah, it's an escort who can kind of keep herself alive a little bit. You still have to protect her, which is still kind of annoying, but she's not useless. She no damsel in distress. She her own woman. Ah. Oh! He swipes the feet. We're gonna rewind. I don't remember a good strategy for this guy. Nope. That's not it. Oh, I bet we can do a wall jump. Let's do that. Nope, he blocks that too. There. Nope. Oh, is he just susceptible to that? Oh, okay. Leap was a good idea, thank you. Yeah, he can't do anything about this. Give me your sand, father. Okay, this is cool. The losing the clothes.
I know what it is to lose a
That's cool.
That was not my father.
What are you doing? Stop!
I kind of like that they use fair to be like, why are you just running into these clouds? Like, because you're just doing it really as a player because that's what the game wants you to do. But there's not really a good reason for it. She's kind of questioning it. That's actually kind of neat.
So, this is the thanks I get for saving your life.
You don't understand. I need that dagger to undo.
To undo what I have done. Truly you must think I'm a fool.
You are right to be cautious. But fight as bravely as you may, you cannot defeat this enemy. The sands will spread. They will consume everything.
Nani? She touched my shoulder. Could it mean?
As well as brave.
Are we in love?
Please believe me. Help me find the hourglass.
It is in the Sultan's treasure vault, atop the Tower of Dawn.
How do you know that?
I just know. Come with me then if you insist. But I warn you, I move pretty fast. You'd better keep up.
Yeah, I don't know how this game released with this type of sound mixing. I feel like Warrior Within improved it, but it has its own share of problems. Okay, I was planning a couple hours of stream, and unfortunately I had that hiccup. I've got to eat dinner, and then I've got a buddy who's streaming at 9 o'clock. Ham's Tavern, I will plug him. He is streaming Yakuza, good buddy of mine. Fun stream. But I am going to call it here. I do plan on finishing this game. And I do plan on the next stream being a longer stream. So, Pivot Man, thank you so much for making this a fun stream. For being my primary viewer throughout. Thank you. And if you have a chance, I'd be happy to have you back. I do have a Twitter account, Mechayajirobe. I do have a YouTube account. It's more just an archive of streams. Yeah. I normally stream Thursdays and Sundays, but that schedule did not work out for me this week for work reasons. Or Saturdays, I mean. That schedule didn't work out last night for me for work reasons, which is why I did a quick stream today. Typically, I tend to go for 2 to 3 hours this stream. But I always tweet out before I stream. But again, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Had a lot of fun talking with you. Take care of yourself. Hope to see you again.